when we have clients that come to us and say, Tom, we've got 3 kids, we want to leave everything to 2, we're not going to leave anything to Bill, we always make notes in our database about why the clients are not going to leave anything to Bill. And, we could give a variety of reasons. One, and we'll kind of bounces back and forth with reasons that you hear, reasons I hear, but let's start with an easy one. Let's just say, hey, Bill is a medical doctor. He's making tons of money. He doesn't need any money. Bill's in agreement that we should leave everything to our other 2 kids. Hey, everybody's good with that. And what's another reason that you come up with sometimes?
Another reason is that they will say that they have given that child their share during their lifetime.
That's a good one. So maybe they gave the child $200,000 to buy a new home, and they got their share during their lifetime.
Yes.
I tell you another one is sometimes, we've got a child, Mary, and we're estranged. We haven't heard from her for many, many years, or she never calls, she never comes by to visit. And another one would be that, hey, we have a child, Chuck, and we loaned Chuck money with the understanding he'd pay us back, and he never paid us back. Mm-hmm. I had one where they had loan money or given money to a child to buy a home with the understanding that when the child sold the home, they would split the profits. And guess what? The child sold the home and kept all the profits. Mm-hmm. So those are all good reasons. But the reasons we're going there is that we make notes about that in our database. Why? Because when mom and dad pass away, we're going to get a letter from let's say it's from Bill's lawyer. It goes something like this. You wrote the will for Bill's parents. In their wills, they intentionally omitted Bill, did not leave him anything, right. And it's always with quite of an indignant attitude. Right. And there's no reason on earth the parents should have omitted Bill from their will. We're gonna think about filing a suit trying to overturn this will and get Bill back in the will. Mm-hmm. And so what happens then is that we go to our database and we find these different reasons why mom and dad didn't leave anything to Bill, and we send those reasons back to the lawyer, and usually, that makes it all go away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, the 2 important things about that. One is that we put those reasons in our database so that we can share them if and will Bill comes to challenge the will. But number 2, when we do the will for the parents, we put language in there. We specifically omit Bill from our estate planning for our own reasons. Mm-hmm. It can be very general and vague about that. And that's not required by law, but it's good practice, because otherwise, if we didn't do that and mom and dad passed away, Bill might file a lawsuit and say, hey, you know what? My parents, they were incompetent when they signed the wills. They just forgot they had a son named mm-hmm. Bill. That's mm-hmm. why I'm not in there. Mm-hmm. So by putting that intentionally omit language, we can close the door to that argument.
And that's a common situation. Okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say
Call her Reggie.
Okay. That's a common situation where people will ask us if they want to leave $1.
Yeah.
And then that's where we tell them, no, it's not about leaving $1. It's about doing it the way you described, which is the omission.